All right, good morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, Thursday, February 8th, 2018. Starting with Bitcoin. As you can see, 2 days ago, I mentioned, well, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned price should hold support level of around 6,000. As you can see, price went to roughly 5,900, which it basically went to about 6,000. And as of right now, support held. I also said that price needed to break 8,400 for a new buy signal. Price just broke 8,400. So most likely what's going to happen is price is going to hover around 8,000 to 8,400. It has a potential to break again, but the 75 level, 75.50 should hold if this particular 8,050 support does not hold. In that case, we would need price to go back up to 95.10, and then it should continue, and then I can actually put more resistance levels. But as of right now, it's a I guess you could say maybe a 50% chance that this bottom is pretty safe for now. Everything looks impulsive going up, so next level of resistance will be 95.10. Bitcoin Cash also found its support at the 805 level, and it did go above 1130, which was the turquoise. So now I'm expecting it to go above 1350 and then above 1520, and then at that point I would also put new resistance levels, but it is showing signs of strength. The S&P 500, it appears that it may be still on the down, and if that's the case, price will need to break 25, about 25.83 for price to continue to lower levels, and those lower levels are as follows. If it breaks 25.83, you have 25.64, 25.48, around 25.80, and around 25.11. So one or two things can happen. Price can go from the current of the 26.74 and try to retest the 27.08. At that point, if it fails to continue going forward to all these resistance levels, you'll see it come right back to 25.94. It needs to do a pretty impulsive break of 25.83 for it to continue lower. Because one other thing you can do is go to 25.94, bounce, and come back up. So just be careful with that. And let's see, gold. As long as the dollar continues to get strong, gold will continue to go down. And gold already went below the 1334 level. So now, I will need it for gold to break 1308 in order for a new sell signal. What it possibly will do is either come here, reattempt, and then go back up to 1330. But in order for it to be a buy, it actually have to break 1334 again. The dollar may have a bit of a correction, so you may see a move to the upside. But it looks like the dollar should be getting a little strong, probably for at least for the next day or two. So expect gold to come probably and reattempt 1308. And last is the euro. I'll look at it in a couple other things. So my chart's pretty marked up. But let's see here. I think 2 days ago, I don't know exactly where price was at, but my entry was, I believe, either Friday during the day, or Sunday night. I think it was Sunday night. And it was at 24.70. Once it broke down to 23.25, I exited half just as price started to go back up where my turquoise level was, 23.25. I put my stop here at 24.34. Price ended up going here to 24.05, which that was on Tuesday. I expected a reversal from the 23.25 to 24.05, which was about 75 or so pips, and it just went just above the once support, now resistance of 23.95. From then, I ended up going, so basically when I exited in half, I was still in a trade, but then I got back in at 23.86 once this particular level went here. Then I exited again here at 22. Actually, it was around 22.60 because once it kind of found the support here, I knew it was going to retrace up. So then I exited half again, and then it stayed basically. So now I'm currently in at that particular. Why is this here? That doesn't need to be there. So now, as you can see, I was expecting price to go to roughly 22 or 21.90, which will end wave 4, and it's also close to wave 4 of one lesser degree. And actually, it's actually already at wave 4 of one lesser degree, which you can see here. The wave 4 happened back January 23rd, and it pretty much hit that, and more than likely, technically I should have got out here, but I was asleep. And I was even if I would have got out, I would have probably tried to come to here. But at the end of the day, the dollar is still showing signs of strength. So until price technically goes back above 23.25, it's not really the continuance may continue down. I'm expecting that to probably happen next week. So let's just look at it on a larger time frame. As you can have the wave 3 as the top. What's going on here? And I can't move my chart over for some reason. But then I moved it over too far. Let's reload. Alright, now let's try that again. Alright, so you have the top is wave 3. You have the A, you can clearly see in 3 waves. You have the B, you can clearly see in 3 waves. And now you have possibly a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is possibly wave 5. This is probably the end. And I expected it to come to either here or roughly to around 121.78, which is still possible. Either way, then that should start an uptrend and a weakness in the dollar. So that may not happen until next week. It's possible it can happen tomorrow. So that's it, and I'll have something else for you tomorrow. Hopefully this helped. Happy trading.